if you had a time machine and you could go and observe undiscovered any point in history, like you could put you in some time bubble where you could just like be in this invisible bubble where you could view it, where you're not interacting, you just watch.
Yeah.
What time period and where?
Oh God. I'm not gonna say Egypt. I feel like Egypt is such a, like, everyone says Egypt.
I would say Egypt.
I know. If Egypt wasn't an option,
But why would you want that to not be an option? If I gave you a
I know.
legit choice, if it was
Yeah,
a real
yeah.
thing, if there was real technology, if they had developed some sort of a time warp technology that allowed you to, in this controlled sphere, exist for a particular amount of time, like you have 3 days in this
3 days.
area, you bring food and water, and you just
No one can hurt
show
me,
up in
no one can scout
touch
me.
you, no one can
Yeah,
see you.
yeah.
You exist in a time warp
Okay.
inside there, but you can observe all of it. It's got to be Egypt.
well, yeah. I mean,
You'd have to figure out what time, because if you got there and they had already built it, you're like, shit.
God damn it.
Yeah, like maybe like you say, let me go 10,000 BC, and you go there and it's already there. You're like, fuck, fuck.
You go back 20,000 BC.
Yeah,
it's still
you can only do it once. Like, fuck. But if you go back 30,000 BC, maybe there's nothing. Like,
man, Egypt is a creme de la creme, man.
Yeah.
It's the most monumental, beautiful, like, you know, when you try to imagine what it would have looked like. You know, if you've seen visual recreations of the Giza Plateau, you know, the Valley Temple must have been absolutely stunning. Okay, so one day when you go to Egypt, hopefully you go this year, when you go to the Valley Temple, that for me, it's the best thing in all of Egypt. I think it's more stunning what it must have looked like than even the pyramids themselves. The blocks are absolutely gigantic. Like, one block is bigger than this whole wall. And brought from 500 miles south in Aswan. These are the ones with the cyclopean, strangely angled stones like you see in Peru. And when you walk in, most people ignore it, but that floor is a calcite white crystal floor. And so imagine when it was polished and when it was finished off, it must have been gleaming. And at some point in time, there were these diorite Khafra statues. Maybe you've seen them before. They're like impossibly well made out of the hardest stone in Egypt. The hardest stone in Egypt. And it's this black diorite gleaming polished statues. And the lintels that go above would have allowed, when the sun, you know, reaches its like zenith in the sky in the middle of the day, it would have shot through these holes in the ceiling, and so it would have illuminated the white floor, and you would have had the solid black statues that are shining in the sun's light.